everyone. Thank you for attending today's ribbon cutting ceremony. We wouldn't be here today without the help of many individuals. Last August, Bruce Goldman called me about building an outdoor ice rink in anticipation to the constraints that COVID would have on winter activities. Thanks, Bruce. He's also going to be giving skating lessons for free. When I brought this to the town manager and the Recreation Commission, we all agreed that this would be a great activity for our residents. I'd like to recognize anybody that's been instrumental in making this a reality, starting with the Rec Commission for taking the lead on this project. Tom Kay, Nancy Roberts, Don LePage, Kevin McLaughlin, Dan Reynolds, Mike Goddard, Jessica Stacy, and Robin Peliquin. I would also like to thank our generous gold package sponsors, Charlie Armette Trucking, JMA Fencing Company, GMH, that's what's on the paper, I guess, I can't read it. The K family, People's Bank, and Pioneer Gymnastics. I would also like to thank our town manager, Mary McNally, Superintendent of Department of Public Works, Bruce Feeney, Health Director, Amy Petrosky, Highway and Utilities Manager, Daryl King, and his crew for all their support. I would also like to recognize our town councilors for accepting the donations from our generous sponsors and donors that made this possible. If you guys could raise your hands also. Michael Kane, Thomas O'Connor, Donald Anderson, Patrick Henry, Kathy Hill, Ralph Page, and Marilyn Richards. Last but not least, I would like to thank my Deputy Director, Jordy Emanuel, and Bookkeeper, Doc Eriksberg, the LCAT Director, Don Mackey, and his assistant, Jamie, for the behind-scenes duties. If I've missed anyone, please speak up. Steve, our accountant's back there too, Steve. At this time, I'd like to pass it over to Jordy, and he's going to announce our other sponsors. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And I would just want to say thank you to our staff as well. We've had to put up the rink a couple of times. We've been out here a few times, and we've braved the elements, and we couldn't have done it without them. And we just want to thank everybody for attending today as well. So we also have Miguel Hosen Coupling, Pratt Sun Painting, Porter Road Pet Care, an anonymous donation, Ralph Page from the Town Council, Kate Forbush Rucci in memory of Steve Forbush, Burgess Scholes and Rob PC, Go Graphics, Whitestone Partners, EMA Dental, the Collins family, Amy Johnson, Don and Donna Shaw, Katie and Gary Gray, Rich and Amy Veras, Brian and Bethany Meehan, Tim Bates, Bruce Goldman, and Doc Eriksberg. We could not have done this without any of those supporters and many of these supporters on right here as well. So thank you very much, and I'll turn it back to Donna.
I also want to thank Pitt Printing for doing all of our signs for our donors. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to pass it off to Mary.
Thank you, Donna. In case anybody didn't recognize Donna, that's Donna Prather, our illustrious Recreation Director. Give her a hand because she's been fantastic throughout. She's very good at crediting everyone else's contributions and never seeking her own, so we want to make sure that she is appreciated. I'm overwhelmed, frankly, with the goodness and the generosity that's been expressed here. When Donna first came to me with the idea of putting this rink up, it brought back so many happy memories of my own childhood where we used to go skating. We'd get sent out the back door and have your mother or father say, well, come back when it's dark out. But we never had a rink like this. And the kids that live in East Long Meadow and the adults that I hope will participate in the schedule that Donna and Jordy have set up are really going to appreciate this. the spirit of the community, the overwhelming generosity from the business community, as well as many, many private citizens, is really heartwarming. And it's the boost in the arm, aside from the vaccinations, that we all need right now, especially. The community's been through so much. We've all been through a lot personally over the last 10 months. So hopefully just this little endeavor will give us a bright spot to look forward to for a few hours on a given day. So thank you really from the bottom of my heart for all of the continuing generosity that you express in your support of our staff here in East Longmeadow. They're working hard for you every day. Bruce and Daryl, particularly on this project, unbelievable effort, and thank you all so much.
No, I was going to ask Mike. Now our town council, Mike King.
Hi, everyone. On behalf of the town council, I would just like to thank everyone that contributed to bringing this project here. All the years I've lived in town, I've never seen anything like this, and I'm sure that we're going to be able to enjoy it for not just this season, but for many seasons to come. All the sponsors that contributed as well, we thank you, and we appreciate your time and your efforts, and we look forward to seeing the residents out here sooner than later using this. Maybe as early as next week once that ice thickens up a little bit. So thanks again for coming out.
Mary, if you could do the honors.
All right, let's do it. You ready? Yeah. Here we go.
Thank you again for coming. If anyone has any questions for me, I'll stick around for a little bit, but thanks again for everything, and thank you for our donors. Really much appreciated.